This is the BLACK+DECKER 3.0 cubic feet portable washer. I just wanted to share my experience with this in case anyone else is considering it, because portable washers can be either genuinely helpful or kind of a hassle, and this one sits in an interesting middle ground. What it is, in plain terms, is a top-loading washing machine that doesn't need a dedicated laundry hookup. It's meant for apartments, small homes, rental situations, RV living, or anyone stuck using a shared laundry room and just tired of it. The big reason I even looked at this model is capacity. A lot of portable washers feel like they're only good for a few shirts at a time. This one is closer to what I'd call real laundry capacity. I'm not saying it replaces a full-size machine in every way, but I can do a normal week of clothes without feeling like I'm doing 10 tiny loads. The first thing I noticed when I got it in front of me is that portable doesn't mean light. It's heavy enough that I wouldn't want to lift it by myself unless I had to. Once it's on a hard floor, the little rollers on the bottom do help, and I can tilt it and pull it, but if you've got thick carpet, door thresholds, or tight turns, you're going to feel the weight. For me, it's portable in the sense that I can move it when I need to, then park it out of the way. It's not something I casually roll around daily like a small cart. Build-wise, it feels like an actual appliance, not a flimsy plastic box. The tub is stainless steel, and that matters because it's constantly wet. It sees detergent, and it's going to get bumped by zippers and buttons. The lid is transparent, which I didn't think I'd care about, but I ended up liking it for two reasons. I can check water level and agitation without pausing anything, and I can quickly tell if something is stuck to the side or if I loaded it poorly. The lid also has a soft close feel. It doesn't slam, which sounds minor, but in a small apartment, that kind of thing adds up. Control-wise, it's a simple LED panel with physical buttons. It isn't trying to be clever. I can glance at it and know what I picked and where I am in the cycle. There's no mobile app here, and honestly, I don't miss one. For a washer like this, an app would mostly be, your laundry is done, and I'm usually close enough to hear the end of cycle sound anyway. If you're someone who wants remote notifications or anything like that, this isn't that kind of product. It's more about getting the job done without needing special plumbing. Setup is pretty straightforward, but there are a couple things I wish people knew before they buy it. It comes with a quick connect sink adapter and a drain hose. So the idea is, you roll it near a sink, connect the intake hose to your faucet, drop the drain hose into the sink or tub, plug it into a wall outlet, and you're ready. In practice, the faucet connection is where people either have a smooth experience or get annoyed. If your faucet has a removable aerator with standard threads, you're fine. If you have a weird faucet head, a pull-down sprayer, or non-standard threads, you might have to troubleshoot or get an additional adapter. I've also found that the connection is something you want to do carefully and not rush, because a slightly loose fitting is all it takes for a slow leak, and you won't notice it until you see water where it shouldn't be. The drain hose is another real-life detail. The pump pushes water out fast. The first time I used it, I didn't secure the drain hose well enough, and it shifted in the sink during drain and splashed. After that, I started anchoring it, either wedging it more securely or using something to keep it from moving. Once I did that, no issue. It's just something you need to respect, because it's not a gentle trickle. Day-to-day use has been pretty easy. I load from the top, add detergent, pick a cycle, pick a water level, and hit start. The 6 cycles cover what I actually use. Normal for most loads, heavy for towels and anything gross, delicate when I don't want rough movement, quick when I'm washing a small amount and just want it done, bulky for sheets, and spin only when I need more water pulled out. The fact that spin only exists is more useful than it sounds. If I hand wash something, or if I ran a load and I want it drier before hanging it, I can just spin it without rewashing. This washer uses an impeller instead of a center agitator, so there's more open space in the tub and less of that twisting and tangling. In my use, that's been good for lighter fabrics and anything with straps. It's also been good for mixed loads where I'd normally worry about one item wrapping around the agitator. It still matters how you load it though. If I throw in one heavy item on one side and a couple light things on the other, it can get off balance. When that happens, the machine will try to detect it and stop before it gets too wild. That's a safety feature, but it also means you sometimes have to open the lid, redistribute, and restart. It's not constant, but it's part of owning a top loader that spins hard, and it does spin hard. That's one of the more practical strengths here. Clothes come out damp, not dripping. In my place, that means hanging dry is realistic, without turning my apartment into a humid cave for 2 days. Towels still take time, because towels always take time, but they're noticeably less wet than what I've had from smaller portable units. Noise is about what I expect from something this size. During wash agitation, it's pretty reasonable. During spin, you know it's spinning. If the load is balanced, it's a steady sound. If it's unbalanced, you'll hear the cabinet start to complain, and you'll feel vibration through the floor. I adjusted the leveling leg, and that helped a lot. It's worth taking a minute to make sure it's stable where you're using it, especially if you have uneven tile or a slightly sloped floor. I also want to mention the physical size. You need to measure your space and think about lid clearance. I've seen people assume portable means it can tuck under anything, and that's not the case. It has the footprint of a small washer, and because it's top-loading, you need vertical room to open it comfortably. For real-world testing, I put it through the stuff people actually care about: a full load of everyday clothes, towels, and bedding. Everyday clothes were straightforward, and the results looked normal to me. Clean, rinsed, no obvious detergent residue as long as I didn't overdo soap. Towels on heavy came out clean, and the spin did a good job pulling water out. Bedding is where capacity matters. I was able to do sheets and a light blanket without feeling like I was cramming it in. I wouldn't force something huge in there just because it technically fits. Bulky items need room to move, or you'll get balance issues and uneven cleaning. There are a few limitations that I think are fair to say out loud. The hose legs can be limiting depending on your layout. If your sink is far from a safe outlet, or you need the washer farther away for clearance, you might end up rethinking the placement. Also, hot water is a little situational with a quick connect setup. If you're connecting to a single faucet and it's mostly delivering lukewarm water, you're not going to get truly hot washes. For me, that's not a deal breaker because most modern detergents work fine in cold or warm. But if you're someone who insists on hot cycles for sanitizing, you'll want to think through your water hookup. Long term, I've found it's the kind of machine that rewards basic habits. Don't overload it, balance your loads, clean the lint filter, keep the top dry, and don't treat the hoses like they're optional. It's been reliable for me when I use it like a normal person and don't try to make it do something unreasonable. Overall, my impression is that it makes sense for someone who wants to do real laundry at home without a permanent laundry installation and who has the space to park a small washer and the patience to connect it properly. It's not effortless, but it's also not complicated. Once you get your routine down, where you connect it, how you secure the drain hose, how you balance loads, it becomes a normal part of the week instead of a project. If you've been using a shared laundry room and you just want control over your own clothes, or you're in a small place where a standard washer isn't happening, this one has been a practical solution in my day-to-day use, with a few quirks that are manageable once you're aware of them. If you've got questions about a specific setup, like your faucet type or where you're planning to drain, leave a comment and I'll tell you what I'd try. And if this video helped, subscribe to the channel and leave your thoughts or your own experience with portable washers.